almost everything you need to know. There's some stuff in there that you need to actually ask or learn on your own hand, but that's all the stuff. If any point during roleplay, it doesn't even have to be Aether. This can happen in any roleplay. You feel uncomfortable with an action, or you feel there's something that is not sitting well with you, you have a few options that you can do. Number one, open this lovely menu of yours and click respawn. There's a lot of roleplays out there that we all know about that are very grimdark. And some talks and some actions can be very interesting. And we don't want to make people uncomfortable. So you need to make it known to your DMs, subjects you don't like, any phobias you have. You know, a lot of you probably have arachnophobia, stuff like that. Make stuff like that known, so that way your DM can try to minimize that stuff for you. If you have, you know, seizures, stuff like that, go over your way, talk to your DM. Now, does that mean that, you know, we're gonna go out of our way entirely and change the whole module because, you know, the main enemy is supposed to be spiders? No, that is your issue coming to the mission. So we can't, you know, we can try our best, but we can't do everything. Yes. So make sure you know what you're signing up for and you're getting into. One thing that I like talking about with the rule of consent is something I'm a part of and something I know quite well. Guard duty. Now, one thing that someone has tried to do, yes, all of my lovely guards out there, well, somewhat guards, some of you aren't there anymore, is there have been times where someone has done something not so good, very illegal, and, you know, we gotta arrest them and take them to jail. However, the rule of consent works, but you cannot do something and then not expect consequences. Your actions have consequences. If you're gonna go over your way and cause an issue and get arrested, you can't say, I don't consent to that because, well, you caused it. And then at that, you know, stuff like that. Because some people don't. The rule of consent in Aether is very confusing in a way. You could go through a million possibilities. You know, oh, what if I pull this trigger at Aki, but, you know, she's holding the gun. We don't go into stuff like that. Just understand that most actions you're gonna have to understand that if it's character changing, you should talk about it. Now, you know, we don't always go up to someone and go, do you consent? Because it can ruin the flow of roleplay. Once you get to know your role players, I know that I can walk up to... I know I can walk up to... there we go. I know I can walk up to Kai as my person, and because we trust each other's role plays, and I don't have to ask for consent, because we understand each other. However, if you're gonna do that to someone else, you might have to break that flow of roleplay. I don't know all of you, and I don't know if you are, you know, okay with getting punched in the face. So I might come up, and I might, you know, go to my little whisper menu and go, do you consent to getting punched in the face? There we go. Hit the small kobold. See? And that way, now I don't cause an issue where I punch someone in the face, and then either they have, you know, their own things. Some people have phantom pain, phantom sense, which we want to be careful about. You know, which is another topic about, you know, not touching people without the same thing, consent. Because other people, they don't like being touched. Their VR is very immersive. If people request on me, they can join off of the group instance. I'm yelling at pause.
Imagine not knowing the group instance.
You want the consent to hit somebody. Somebody can hit you back.
Exactly. You know, during that people who were there for the last session, during a certain thing that happened, no consent was asked, but that's because we all trusted each other. And, you know, some people were doing things to me and I was doing things to other people, and we all trusted each other. We didn't have to stop and go, do you consent if I do this? Get to know your fellow role players. One thing that I like about Aether, and that we've been trying to fix, is interconnectability. Because one thing that's really bad for a roleplay, I'll get you in a moment, is having cliques. Cliques are going to form, of course. It's natural to go towards people that you trust the most. However, you don't want to cause that clique to not be able to roleplay with other guilds, let's say. You know, one thing that I like to do whenever possible, you know, let's say, oh, I have this cool rapier. Okay. Instead of saying, oh, I'm going to repair it myself, go to the Artisans Guild. Get it repaired there. Maybe even just create random things, even if it doesn't make sense. You know, I might go to different guilds as, you know, I told my guards at some point to go to guilds to get, you know, creative healing potions. Do that. Have fun within your guild. and create that interconnectivity with other guilds. Because the whole point of Aether is to connect everyone at once and allow people to get to know each other. I never knew any of these people before Aether, but me bringing in characters and talking with other guilds, going on missions with other guilds, it creates a good community. You have a thing?
It's also a bit in if you ask someone for consent to do something, it's also good to keep in mind that you should expect that they are allowed to retaliate. As
Exactly.
if you say, I don't consent after you just ask them for consent. It's like you're just
Actions
being a dick.
have consequences. That's one of the main things. You can't do an action and not expect something to come back. Very important. But yes, this is for all my guild members and leaders out there. Go talk with another guild. Have them do something. You know, if
Fuck was that?
What the hell? Who is watching my goddamn video of a cat?
Animal Crossing.
Who's watching memes?
yeah,
Get off your goddamn TikTok and come
yeah, get off Watch Mojo. It's very important. Anyways, enough distractions.
WatchMojo.com, top 10 tips for role playing.
Test.
One thing that I also find really
Number
important,
15.
if you're a guild master or a guild member, don't expect your guild to do everything. Let's say we're part of the Healers Guild and you want to do a mission, go to a guild more suited to that. So, for instance,
Go to
we're
the
about
Seekers!
to go to the Seekers. Soon enough, there's gonna be a
Nah, photos
adventurers guild,
suck.
so you can do your adventures. That's another issue that we don't want people doing, is only relying on their guild to get things done. That's why we have other guilds labeled and specifically tailored for certain things. Case in point number 1, yours is technically an adventurers guild, right? I also have an adventurers guild. So you have a monster hunting guild and then you have an adventuring guild. Rely on these other guilds and create that
Joining more guilds season 2.
relationship. Exactly. More guilds season 3
Guild
coming up
Wars?
soon. No, God no.
Guild Wars.
I try to convince my guild members to go out and talk to more people than just the guild all the time. They don't do it.
Another thing that I like talking about when we talk about
all furries.
hanging out with other
Oh, they're
guilds.
so smart.
Now,
Jesus Christ.
Gordon, quiet down. Quiet down. I know we're all having fun, but some of these are quite important. Damn. So, money in Aether. Money is realistically spawned in. You grab it from the void, you give it to someone takes it, puts it back in the void. I know there's some of you out there that track your own money. However, it's an issue that we have every once in a while, where someone will walk in and go, I'm this important person, here's $1 million platinum. There's an issue there, because a realistic person, you have to think D&D 5e adventuring party. If you are working a stable job, my guards, they only make, what was it, like 1 gold a day? Or is it 5?
No,
thought it was 10.
It's 5. I can
So
pull it up.
it's-
It's 5.
No,
10 a
it is
day,
not.
15 for
yeah,
squad
we talked about
leads.
it. So-
No, you're right. You're right.
And
I was
depends.
thinking of my last.
15 for
So,
squad
yeah,
squad
the pattern
leads, 20
So-
for captains.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, so there's different,
the
shh,
base
shh,
found
shh,
it.
shh,
10.
10? I agreed on 10. We're gonna have to
10,
talk
that's
over that
what's-
again.
Yeah,
But
10.
get the thing
We
about,
agreed on 10.
if you've
That
ever
was you.
played on D&D 5e, whether physical
Get
or
200 per
on
mission.
the thing, you need to make sure that you're not running around with 1,000 gold, 2,000 gold, because you're all level 3 characters, realistically, now that we think about it. And if you've a level 3 party doesn't have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 gold. Now, obviously, it comes different when you're talking about guild masters. And that's where the conversation comes in. Well, guild masters usually can be trusted with that. They're not going to go through and be like, oh, my guild has, 2 million platinum because we've, no. You need to be very careful with the money you spawn in. Because it kind of breaks the economy. When we have people starting to raise their prices because it doesn't, if I want to sell a healing potion, it should only be 5 gold. It makes sense. That's what it is. But we have people raising the prices because people are spawning in more money. We have an economic issue here in Aether.
Inflation.
Inflation. It's really bad inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the winery went from 10 gold to 10 platinum.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I remember
So,
that.
Holy shit,
please be
really?
respectful with your money.
Thanks, Kelbonda.
understand that you can't go out and spend 1,000 gold in a day, and if you do, then realize that you are probably going to be not being able to pay for a house, food, whatever it may be, because that's a lot of money.
I gotta live.
Little simple.
Man,
little
just like
simple
real
thing
life,
there.
man.
There also needs to be an agreement that gold to plat is 10, not 100.
10. That is the
It's
conversion
10.
rate.
It's
D&D
not
conversion.
100.
It is 10, 10, 10. That's how it's always is, and how it's always going to be.
Yep.
Make that
Not
note.
100,
You are
100.
hearing that?
10, 10, 10.
You are hearing that from me. It is 10, 10, 10. Now, this is where the economic issue comes in, because people think 1 gold is 100 silver, when it's not. So that causes an even bigger uproar where people will heavily deflate their price. A lot of issues. 10, 10, 10. Be respectful with your money. Understand that you should realistically only have like maybe 300 gold, because that's a lot of money. 300 gold can get you quite a
I've
lot.
been saving.
Yeah, I mean, people have been saving, yes. But this comes into the thing where we're having the market fair. Just because you are in character saving doesn't mean you're gonna have, 10,000 platinum. When we had those guild
Doesn't even
items,
have any gold.
you had to be a guild master to buy it. There were some people trying to buy it when they were regular people. Don't do that. That goes against, there's no etiquette there. And that brings us on to the next part. Etiquette. Being respectful to your fellow role player. A lot of this roleplay is respect. We put a lot of respect in our players not having to make a 10-page long character sheet talking about everything they have and then us going through it and going, your character is good. So I put in a lot of respect that, Triss here is not going to be this powerful ancient demon from the depths of hell. Metaverse. We are not metaverse at all. Leave your metaverse at the door. This is an entirely new section. Most of you
That's what I
should be
did.
almost basic Joe Blow,
That is exactly why.
Joe Blow. I mean, obviously races, but you're barely anything over
Human
civilian. Civilian. Now, obviously, we have
You can be
nobility and
unique
stuff
to
like
a
that.
level.
But
Technically, a trained soldier is considered level 2, so strength level wise, you're a little
There you
better
go.
than a trained soldier.
there you go. If a
You're
trained
above it.
soldier is level 2, you're. So we think
D&D's
about a
still
trained
not-
soldier. D&D's confusing.
D&D's still really not a good way to do it because, like, the differences
First
between
level
classes are
characters
ridiculous.
more exceptional than normal commoners.
That's why we don't look at it like that.
Yeah,
we don't
because-
look at it as a hard.
We use it as a reference.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
just because
because,
you're a
like,
level 3
It's our
character,
own thing.
realistically, we've had
Real-
people cast Fireball, which is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
You should only get that level 5. It's a general basics
Cataclysm.
of
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
should be. We shouldn't obviously have people going around and going power word pain. That doesn't make sense. That's a very hard spell to
Yeah.
do. So
Because
it's a-
even like considering it, we say 3, but it's more like 10. But you have to act like you're 3.
Well,
It's a reference.
that's the basics. It's a
Yes,
reference.
Yeah,
Think
it's
about a level
reference.
3 party for your character.
because
Now,
casters get
when it
very,
comes to-
very
okay,
confused
quiet down.
when they're like, this
Quiet
person's casting
down.
level 5 spell.
Please.
Remember, this is us. We're here to teach.
Sorry.
I know you guys are excited, but we want to make sure that we can get out what we have. I have a nice list of stuff, and we all know what we need to talk about. So, use it as a basics. Now, of course, doesn't mean that you can't cast things that are higher, but you need to. That's the whole thing of etiquette comes in. Now, we have, an elf. Now, respectful character. They're an elf. They're a ranger. They have a sword and a shield with some little funny black powder stuff on it. Nothing too powerful. They have the death affinity, and they can go and she can cast a few like speak with dead. Cool, respectful. Nothing wrong there. We have a human, a literal human fighter in the back right there with chainmail and a sword who gets really angry and screams really loud. we have
Human fighter.
Another human fight. Yeah, we have human fighter. The one thing we don't want is someone to be, a fucking dragon monstrosity thing, Now, of course, we have. Well, no, sorry. That's why I said monstrosity. We have dragons, but it's more dragon. Would be more reference as dragonborn, in a way. You know, you could be more referenced as a dragonborn than an actual dragon, but it's never here or there because you know we all know how powerful dragons are even when they fresh come out of an egg. But yeah, dragonkin. There you go. There's a good word for it. You're dragonkin. You're not a fucking dragon. It's all confusing, but that's where
You could be
etiquette
a
comes in.
dragon, but you're not a dragon.
Exactly. Less dragon in your dragon.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, this comes in the whole thing about etiquette. We want to make sure that everyone is even because we don't want people to not have a fun time. You know, we don't want Tommy to be thrown around because he's a regular level 3 human when he's fighting a level, 3 dragon, and then suddenly he's like, "Oh, I'm a dragon, so your sword can't go through my scales. I have 25 AC." No, that's not how that works. You're all equal. That's the whole
No
thing.
matter
Your
what
dice
size, what
will
species,
decide.
what race, completely even.
What the fuck is my
What
D20
class,
doing down
completely
there?
even.
Okay. Well, the dice decides your fate, not all these abilities you have. Simply put, just because you're this with this doesn't mean that you can't be killed by a simple human fighter. Actually, I think the 2 major tournaments we've had in Aether and Redwall have been both run by human fighters. That proves enough that it's all up to dice. It's not.
Yeah.
It was
I actually came in third in that tournament.
Garrick.
Tempest won the first one, then Garrick won the next.
Okay,
Tempest
well,
won the first one.
Tempest. Yeah, well, okay.
I almost beat Tempest.
Sweet old RNG.
There you go. It was all up to
Makes
dice.
sense.
Technically, Tempest is a
Yeah.
strong ass mage, but he almost lost. Now he did win, which I kind of forgot about that. But let's talk. Garrick has won one, and he is literally just a human in a thing of plate and a brigandine. So,
Fuck.
etiquette.
Mhm.
Now, we can go on to the next part about etiquette.
Is there a cat with a sword?
I'm a noble. Do this for me.
No.
Don't flex your status. You're equal.
It served no purpose.
It serves no purpose. The one thing I like to remind people, just because you are a lord of this land, the second you go into Aether or Redwall, your status means fuck all. You are a
You're a lord
nobody
of
in
nothing
Aether.
here.
You are the same thing as everyone else because Redwall
John Aether.
and Aether are neutral lands. Go on.
Would it be alright as an in-character thing? Because they don't know that.
What do you mean by that? Explain
Flaw.
more.
Like a character flaw of, oh, I'm a noble,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, of course you can do that,
Basically, yeah.
but don't actually expect
Okay.
things to go your way.
It's
You can
Yeah.
again
there's a
cons-
difference between
consequences.
Story,
We're talking about
there's a
etiquette,
difference
not
between
character.
Story and out of character etiquette. Out of character etiquette is not me
Yeah.
walking up to Nick and then being like, "Yes, Nick will listen to me because my characters are noble and things like that." Versus I am playing maybe
Look
an
at
NPC that's a
Asmodeus.
noble
Mhm.
and doing it.
Yeah.
Asmodeus is a perfect.
Asmodeus
earned.
would not touch the ground we walked on.
Yeah.
Did that make him any more powerful in the way of ranks? No. He acted that way. Doesn't mean he is.
A character
Bam,
flaw,
beauty.
not expectant of the
Yes.
character, not
Yes.
expectant of the player.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, we're gonna go on to a bit of talking about just how you roleplay in general. There's a lovely term that people like to use, and that is when it comes to what's the word for improv? People like to use the word
Method
yes and.
improv.
What does that mean for people who are not my improv people? Yes and means that you do not want to just kill a conversation by being boring and blunt. If someone, let's go ahead and start a conversation with me.
How are you doing today, Victor?
I'm doing quite good. The sun is out, and yeah, it's a nice day. How does he respond to that? How does Alrin respond to that? It's that whole thing.
Warm.
Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna be. It's a beautiful day. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, Victor. I like the weather out today. I don't know how you're feeling about it. It's a bit hot and.
I am actually quite used to this weather, but that's neither here or there. Did you know where Triss is by any chance?
And what do I do there? Because you don't want to kill a conversation by divulging or diverting the topic to another. There are ways to do it. I could go, I do know what Triss is, but that was kind of rude on the comment you made. Things like that, you can answer a question, give a response. You can give a response, answer a question. There's many ways to do it, but we don't want to just leave something someone has given us. There's gives and takes. We want to take gives, and we want to give gives back, because it gives other people the chance to do roleplay, to give a take, to give a to give roleplay to other people. I know I just said give like 12 times, but that's kind of the entirety of improv.
Keep your conversation on track. Now, even though we use the yes and for improv, I am a personal believer that for VR chat roleplayer, it only works 50% of the time. And a lot of people hate me for saying that. Because, oh, this is improv, that's all roleplay is. There's a bit more to roleplay. There's a lot, when you talk about improv, there's a bit less story than there is in a giant, roleplay scene. A lot of times when the yes and statement comes into play is when you have two people and you go, here's who you are, here's what's happening, go. Because you have to create that story based on the information that you are given. We don't obviously that's the issue on why we don't want people to always use the yes and. Sometimes you have to be blunt. I know a lot of times people come up to me as, my fucking mayor, and people will be, do you know what this person is? No, and I keep walking.
Yeah.
You can't, obviously these improv statements, when you do yes and, can go on for a long time. Because each person doesn't want to end it because they don't want to be the one who ended the conversation. So it'll go on for a long time. That's why sometimes I believe that the yes and doesn't work. Sometimes you have to be blunt. Sometimes you have to change things for the fact of story. So now, if we think about roleplay, now I can change the conversation from the weather to, where is this person? I need them. Then you can obviously move on, go on to other stuff. That is my personal thing on the yes and. Now, that's for Aether. What if we do one-shots? One-shots are a bit more towards the yes and because you don't have this giant divulging story. It's the whole thing of when you have a giant story versus a kind of improv on the moment story. That's where yes and works more and where it starts to work less. Now, that doesn't mean you still can't do it, obviously, because you don't want to be dry. We all know that statement. What's the weather today? How do you think of the weather today? Good. Oh, what are you gonna do today? I don't know. We all seen those like meme text messages where it's, a long conversation. Don't be the gray text.
K.
Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Give back.
Precisely.
That's where the give and take comes in. You give and you take. Until something does come up. You hear something, then you can go, hey, sorry about this, I need to go do something. Then you move on. There we are. Do any of my helpers have anything?
I think we
I have
touched
one
a lot of
thing,
bases.
but I don't know if it's relevant because
Just say it, go for
I
it.
don't remember. So, when it comes to character story stuff that you want to do, I guess the best way to put it is maybe keep that to a module or ask one of us, or preferably Nick, before you do something. Because I had a time where someone came in and I wanted to arrest this person, but they said, "Oh, this is like a little mini module. This has to happen." I'm like, bro, the man's just is being a dickhead. I have to arrest him, but I couldn't because they wouldn't let me enter out a character.
Yeah. So there we go. That'll give me on a good topic here. Your story is not important. Now, that sounds mean. Of course I'm not going to say that. Your story, when it comes to the actual already pre-established story, comes second. And the reason for this is we obviously don't want people to have conflicts in story that could cause issues. And it also comes with this issue where, again, that goes for the whole guard thing. If you have a module, let's say in Redwall, where, someone comes in and tries to assassinate your character. You all, went for this. Okay. You have to expect the guards that are there to protect Redwall to arrest the person and to take it into consideration. Now, however, you can go around this in certain ways. Gordon, what's your statement or question?
I wanted to point out to people, because I see this all the time, where it's like two people are having like a situation, and then a third person comes in that's not a part of it. Just remember, you are in an open RP with everybody. You're role-playing with everybody at any given point. Anybody can join into what you're doing. You can't close people off because you're with
everybody.
How do you request for a module?
Module request channel in the Discord. New channel.
It was
Put your module in there.
It's a new channel.
A DM will grab it and they will post it. Now, of course, if they will. Now, sometimes DMs, we've been trying to crack on this. Sometimes our DMs, they only care about themselves. It's a very bad thing. So, if you're listening to me and you're one of my DMs, take other people's stories. People have things they want to do. When it comes to a module, that's obviously when you close people out of your thing, because that is a module with 6 players and a few NPCs. Obviously, that's when it's your story. But if you're doing things on map, you have to expect people to walk up and be interested. Let's say it's my first day in Aether, and I'm so excited to go to roleplay. I walk up and I see something happening. What's going on here? None of your business. Fuck off, man.
What the hell?
That's
gonna ruin
so many times
people's roleplay.
I stand.
Now that's where you change it. Hey, what's happening here? Well, it's a big issue going on. You can obviously stay and watch, but let these 2 people deal with it. Boom, big difference. They're still interacting with the story and seeing what's happening, and they're not, interrupting it by throwing themselves at it, but you're not kicking them away or making them feel any less human. And that's when it comes to stuff like in Aether. There's certain people there. Now, they don't have a guard anymore because the guard got butchered. But that's... sure. Looking at you, Tommy. That's why I always use Redwall as an example. Is... when it comes to guards...
the last one. He's dead now.
Our guards don't go on modules. So now you have to expect that they're on map all day, every single session. Where's the fun?
2 modules.
He has been in he has been.
2.5 years that I've been here.
Yep, they have been on 2 modules in the 2.5 years they've been here, and one of them was the finale.
The big one. The
So
finale.
we don't do modules
3
for the
for me.
guard because we have stuff on map. Now recently we didn't have a mayor, and the Archmage was busy. IRL out of character stuff. Obviously we can expect
So
that. Now that we
I've been
have
left to deal with a lot of
yes,
things.
now that we have an actual mayor who's a a DM and a moderator who can actually host stuff, I've been giving them more stuff. You'll see sometimes when they have large trainings in the swamps. Obviously when it's something like that, we don't expect people to get that's where etiquette comes in. We don't expect people to come in and be like, what's happening? Oh, I'll kill the people with you. Understand that it is for this specific group. Now obviously we don't want to create cliques. On the last training one, we had a few non-guards join just because they were there at the time, and I'm like, sure, we don't have enough players. We'll just throw some people in. I think we had a few of Rift's friend join.
It's from Rift Friends. We had Pummel join. Right? We
Yeah,
had a lot of
Pummel
different
and stuff like that.
friends.
So,
Girlfriend.
yeah, we try to introduce people and allow people to do stuff because we don't want that clique. However, if you're gonna host something on map, expect again consequences. You should understand that this is happening on a map where a certain group has priority on it. Now, it doesn't mean my guards are very respectful and they are going to understand that during a certain story, they're not going to interrupt too much. If they see like a fight going on in a swamp between, a enemy and then there's 5 players fighting it, I'm not going to have 16 guards go in and jump the thing. Now, they may be there in the background and watching. And then obviously, if you're a nice player, you can let some people join. But they're the reinforcements.
Do you guys need help? No? I'm
No?
gonna chill right here and make sure, and then I'll help you.
Does it all
clean
the
up.
time, yes.
Mhm.
And then we have the scenario where, assassin. It was, story for that, and now the guard's gonna come up and arrest me. Now, obviously things can happen, where when they're arrested, you can come up and say, hey, can I have this person, they're attacking me because of this plot reason for my story. Most of the time, my guards will go, okay, let us get what we want out of him. After that, they're up to you. So we'll interrogate, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? They'll, wherever the NPC happens, they'll give their explanation, and then we'll throw them off to the player. And obviously, you can talk to me as the guard mayor that if you want, this prisoner to die, I can do that. I can make that prisoner die for story reasons. Last time we had an inmate that one of the players didn't want alive anymore. Like, okay, we're going to take him to Revel's End. We go through the portal. Now we're in the Nexus. There's no protections in the Nexus. The person explodes. It was disgusting. We walk out. Boom. We did it. They're dead. So we need to be... Oh, help! Sorry, I'm dying.
Okay, it's not
I'm back.
Speaking of exploding.
You know, it's all in the day's work. It's all in the day's work.
Yo, that motherfucker died. That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
take this time though to commandeer the conversation.
Yo,
to
holy
the
shit, he
point.
did.
This isn't to say that you can't do story things, say, between two characters. So you've talked about it out of character, say, I'm playing Triss's long-lost brother, right? But we don't want maybe other people to get involved specifically for this scene, specifically since it's something tied specifically to our characters. There are places in Redwall and Aether that are privated off, like, you know, far away, and if someone comes find you, them's the breaks. But there are ways for you to include yourself in other parts of the maps for small 15-minute scenes, then come back and roleplay with everyone else if it is something important to your character's story or characters that are being played together as a story.
Exactly. We don't want people interrupting all the time on your story. Just because it's an open roleplay, sometimes you can have your own moments. You had your hand raised. I point at you first.
I was actually gonna bring attention to them because they have their hand raised.
You.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I was actually setting up for a module before the break, and I was playing my antagonist character. I've had some people actually come up to me and talk to me about it. I'm like, use your character to interact still. I mean,
yes.
Even if you don't plan on, having those specific people in that like part of the story, they're still touching your story, and it would give them something interesting to talk about still.
Exactly. One thing I always try to do with stories for myself is keep them open, so that way other people can have their hands into it. I'm not going to go through. Now, I admit, I'm a very on-the-moment story writer. I can't sit down and write a 10-page module like some other people can that's going to explain everything in detail. I kind of get the basics, and then when we go, I'm like, this actually looks cool, we'll do this instead. So that's why I keep my stories very open for other people to have their hand in. That's how I like people to create their stories. Because it's very respectful to other role players. Some people don't have, a guild to go to or a clique of friends where they can create groups. So letting your stuff be open allows for other things. I'm sure that all three of my guards here, when it comes time for them to actually do their own personal story stuff, they're not going to be like, okay, only the Redwall guard can do this. No, they're going to keep it open. They're going to keep it there for other people to be a part of and to enjoy stories, because that's what we're all here for, is enjoying a story. Give me one moment while I think, because I had something very important in my head.
I'm gonna say something I wanted to say while we're on the sort of guard etiquette of Redwall. I love you all. You're great citizens of Redwall and all, but one, if you're going to be doing modules in Redwall, something like a house getting broken into overnight or something like that, and you're talking with a dim, tell them to tell me! Or Nick, or any of the captains of the guards, please, we have night watches, okay? When someone's house gets broken into and all of a sudden it's like, why didn't you guys do anything? Because God never told us, people. Don't hold it against us.
We have roles.
It doesn't even have to be one of us. It can be a DM that you trust that can get us the information. Things like that.
One thing
one of us can
that I always say, if it comes down to Redwall, if you're doing anything on there, talk to me. I'm not a micromanager. I'm not going to sit here and go, no. But I want you to know, so that way we have someone tracking, because tracking is very important. We did have that issue for a long time, where if someone were to break into the winery overnight, and then they would walk up to one of the winery players and be like, hey, your building was broken into. And then the players would come to the guard and go, God damn you, guard, you're useless. What are you doing? You can see his pain. This has happened for 2 years. Not a joke. The Redwall Guard had such a bad reputation because people were mad at us for doing our jobs bad when we couldn't do our jobs at all. Come to us. Tell us. Come to me. Tell you what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing. And then at some point, that's when I can go into the map, and then a guard will see. A guard walks by, and I go rolling. With a 3, you don't see shit. Keep walking. Then a guard can track and DM on it. You were pointing at me. Did you have something to say, or are you just pointing at me to point? Okay.
Just a few things when you're done.
Yes. So, I'll let you go now because I don't want to go into the next part. Go.
Oh, okay. Have you already done like the "you are not your character" stuff?
You're not your character.
Yes, we did that at the very beginning.
Yes.
Etiquette.
We were talking about
how
mental
about
stuff.
Taking an L to get a W?
Yes. I like that one. That's one. I'm so happy you brought that up. You?
Because- Here, I can give an example. Hold on, let me switch into her.
I mean, I'm
I'll switch
also a
into
prime
the
example
actual-
right fucking now.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and.
Hi.
Yeah,
Prime example of this, as well as this as well.
I'll also hop into something. Okay, go on. Go. Pause. Explain.
Okay, so taking an L to get a W. So Archfey, you know, you say thank you. They do something for you. You now owe them a favor. You know, sometimes it's good to actually just do that. You know, end up causing yourself to owe them a favor. Because for me, for this character, I use this character as a means to create modules for people. Like soon enough, the Fae stuff will start back up soon, and I'll start just grabbing random people that owe me favors. I have a list of people who owe me 60 plus favors. I have 60 plus favors on a list of people, and there's only like 30-ish people on that list. So some people just rack up points, and they're gonna get modules because they took an L to get a W. So they are able to gain something because they took something that was a loss, what could be considered a loss, but they're getting something out of it.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just need to take that step, go into something that would be a loss, but, you know, come out on top because you get something out of it.
I can give a example with myself here. Now, context, this is a very extreme example since I have been locked in character lock for 8 weeks now, and it will be longer going. I gave up the chance to play my character for an amount of time and character locked myself so that it could build story for the guard, for Paz's characters, for any of the characters here, really anyone, right? By doing this, I am gaining story for myself along with everyone else around me, and some character significance later in the plot of Aether. But I also took the L to do that. Now, it doesn't have to be something as extreme as this. You can do other things and things like that, but that's an prime example of taking an L to get a W.
I lost an arm. I took an L. We killed the beholder though, because we had information on where it
Yeah.
was. That was a W. Little example there.
Additionally,
That
the more
goes-
L's you take, the more W's DMs will give you.
Exactly. I'm a really fucking mean DM. The reason why I say this is none of you are main characters. You're player characters,
Yes.
but you don't own the
Fucking
story.
Finally, someone say it.
I'm not going to. I love the enthusiasm. I'm not going to sit here. Actually, I'll let you go first before I go on the story. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I do a lot of dungeon mastering stuff for D&D, and something that I always teach new players is having fun with failure, specifically, because a lot of people get really frustrated when they roll really bad,
Mhm.
even once, and it really dampens their mood. But they don't realize that failure can be fun and actually engages with your character a lot more, because you can't always succeed at literally everything. Please don't expect your characters to always succeed at everything. You will fail, and it will suck, but it grows your character more. And it's
Here's a
lot
great
cooler to see a
example.
character have a story, you know.
I'm still in disbelief that I casted Fireball in character.
Everyone in my guard recognizes this character. This is a trainer.
You son of a bitch.
They have fought this person, I believe. Each of my guards have fought it at least twice. They have never won.
Yep.
Are they going to win any time in the future? Probably not. They might lose over 20 times just to get their first victory. Because ultimately, the point of this is to train them to fight against basically an unmovable force. You know, hell. This. Case in point. No one, it's for my guards to understand, oh, you're not gonna block this, you're gonna move. You're not gonna, some people are very valiantly trying to grapple with this guy. I would slam my weapon out, and one person, now if we had 4 or 5, I don't understand, but one person would go, I'm grabbing the weapon, and I would just go, because ultimately, people are going to take the L. That goes into me saying that I'm a mean DM. I am very specific when it comes to my story, and for anyone who does not know, I am going to be running the Daedra plot, which is the main plot of Aether. There's going to be so many times that you guys are going to lose because you're up against a horrible force. We've all seen how Daedra fight, and how many it takes to sometimes take down one of them.
I'm
However,
a player character in the guard, and I've almost died 5 times.
Yes.
Woo!
just
See this?
because. I mean, yeah.
This isn't fun. This is
No.
not fun. Not a
No.
fun fight.
No. Just
Fun to be
because.
about. That looks like a hell of a time.
Oh, that looks
Just because you are losing doesn't mean you should be upset. What's gonna happen? I'll let you go before I keep going.
I just want to like add to that sometimes when you take L's after L, it just makes the W eventually.
More satisfying. Look at the Dark
wanna,
Souls
like-
games.
Feel better.
It's like
There you
Dark
go.
Souls.
So,
Yes.
Playing through it.
Getting over it.
Comparison.
yes, I don't
Be
believe that
Elden.
any of you at all are main characters. I will never treat you like a main character unless like you get a natural 20, and then you're the main character for like 3 seconds, and then you're back down to your before status. I am going to make you suffer through this story plot. Because at the end, when you finally defeat that, whatever that force is, it's going to feel amazing. And also, I don't believe that you can win every scenario. You know, I let players do what they want. I'm not going to tell you to go in one direction. You can decide you can be the level 3 party that breaks in the lair of the beholder and then end up just getting decimated. But hey, you went to the lair of the beholder. You now know where it is, what's there, you know, any cool things. You now have information. So that way in the future, now instead of bringing 3 players, now you can bring, you know, Calbanda and Sulfur to help out with that. It's all about the progression.
Oh yeah, like any module is not always scripted to be like always wins. There's always going to be either some wins and losses, or hell, losses. Like the one I'm actually writing up for me and Ava later on is basically just I'm actually open to having a loss there because there's going to be a possibility that I will lose due to dice rolls.
Yep. I mean, there's the example. One of my characters, Enzo, I don't think has ever won. It's because of his rolls. He is quite literally.
Your rolls are shit.
His rolls are horrible. He's an illusion mage, but every single he would always get fucked. That's he literally like. It was like my 4th month of Aether when I got like I think it was 3 natural ones on my left arm in an Apex module and fucking lost it. It was my decision, of course, but I've constantly gotten L's with that character. However, at some point he's gonna have a W. I'm coping right now. He's gonna have the W, and it's gonna feel amazing because I'm gonna feel like a badass. You know what? I'm a moderator. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make my own W. So I'm gonna forge it in fire. But I do have a gambling addiction without money.
All my money in the house, but one of these days I'm gonna get it.
A fellow gambler.
That's what D&D is at the end of the day. It's gambling with a story. Anyways.
But calm down.
Yes. Anyways.
Being protag thinking the same thoughts.
You have to
So,
accept that your character.
don't get mad at DMs. That's gonna bring me on to the next part. DMs. A DM's
thinking the same
word
thoughts.
goes.
99.9%.
If I'm gonna walk up to a player, Solar, I love you, buddy. Shut the fuck
My
up.
apologies, friend.
Hey, I was asking him to repeat something to clarify because then you were leave him alone.
Ask me. Anyways,
He was talking. Okay, whatever.
lost my train of thought. Give me 1 sec. Okay, yes, a DM's word is always right. Now, sometimes you can be like, DM, I don't agree with that. You can not agree with your DMs. However, don't do it all the time. If I'm gonna walk up to a player and I'm gonna roll for them, I'm gonna go a natural 1. You take a critical. Don't come at me. And go. Actually, DM. No. Take it. You can always talk to the DM afterwards, because we can. Again, mistakes happen, and we fix them as DMs. We can use a story or a, for instance, if this person was supposed to get this object but ended up going to this person, we can fix that. It's very simple. Don't cause a big ruckus. That's going to cause issues out of character. Listen to the DMs. They're there to tell stories. And one thing that I always say is DMs lie quite a lot. I lie as a DM. I will roll a dice, and I'll see it and I'll go, I don't agree with that for the story, and I will flub it. And people are going to look at me and they go, how dare you? But I have story. And I can't, you have to flub it. A lot of my dungeon masters who actually DM understand this point. That flubbing rolls is really important for story. There's times that I won't fully flub it. I'll instead give it disadvantage, and then
Reroll.
even if they re-roll it, and
Take
then
the
if they get a higher, if they get the same number, okay, you know what? I'll work with it. But we as DMs have to do certain things. Now, yes, we have an open story and things can go wherever. The players can do whatever they want. They can go, spend 26 sessions rebuilding a burnt down farm because they accidentally burnt it down on episode 1, and they spend 26 sessions, 26 weeks straight repairing that farm. Don't ask me why that's so specific. Maybe because my D&D.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder where that happened.
I wonder.
But sometimes things have to happen, and they happen for the better. I'm not gonna be, as a DM, preying on all your downfall. I will sometimes, but I'm not gonna flub every single roll just because I don't like it. There's gonna be times when there's a big Daedra invasion, and someone's like, DM, I'm gonna close that portal with my mind, and I'm gonna roll disadvantage to get 2 natural 20s, and we're like, that doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't work. Or it'll go, sometimes I won't even give you a roll, I'll just say no.
Yeah,
Listen to your
sometimes you just
DMs.
need to not roll.
Sometimes you don't even
And
need
it's
a
just
roll.
the DM's call.
Yeah, a DM's call. Respect it.
Additionally, they can do this not just in their favor, but also in your favor. If they have been fucking crit rolling you multiple times, I'm sorry for anyone who was at the combat module last week. If they have been crit rolling you multiple times, they can be like, I'm just gonna, you're good, you succeed.
I don't do that,
Thanks
but
for those,
oh yeah, okay, go on.
So,
Example.
from the first Hunter's Call module, fucking Eugene, I'm rolling
I can
for
hear
the
your music.
party's injuries. Eugene, fucking 4 natural ones in a row from me, all injury rolls. I'm sitting here like, okay, never mind. I need another DM over here to roll because my rolls are just flubbed for him. So I canceled out my last natural 1 for him because I was like, I can't do this to him any longer.
Knock out a
Sometimes it's okay
character that
to
fast,
get a
yeah.
secondary DM
Yes.
to come in and roll over you.
Yes.
It's okay to
But
get
that's the
that
whole point.
secondary opinion.
Listen to your DMs, and then afterwards talk to them about it. Mr. Classic, Julian, came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm questioning on why some of my rolls during that last episode were at disadvantage." And then me as the DM, I was like, "Well, story, and second of all, you're in Redwall. I control Redwall. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But for story, because of something that needed to happen, that whole thing that happened in Redwall with the Forge, for anyone who's seen it or heard about it, was a complete mistake that I as a DM had to fix. Now I wasn't gonna go through and cancel everything that's happened. I made my twist on it, which made some people, really angry, made some people angry at each other. It caused a nice little internal conflict for story. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go, God, Keto, I despise you for leaving the guard. No, I'm like, okay, you can leave the guard and join whenever it's your player agency. You have your hand up for a while, go for it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because as someone who is learning to DM as well,
Yeah, Scarlet left.
we're all just here to have fun, and we all love to tell good stories. Sometimes it's realistic for things to not always go as well as you may think it is. A lot of people are just here. When you're making a story, especially for roleplay, it's a collaborative effort. And DMs are just here to make things fun for everyone. And they have a lot of responsibility to provide that.
We try our best.
Exactly. We try our best.
We're human.
So respect
we
us.
make mistakes.
Some of us work a 9-to-5 job and come home and make the stories for you. That goes into the next point. More out of character.
We're coming up on the hour 30.
Yep. I just looked at my clock. I'm gonna finish it up here in 4 minutes. Again, that comes to the whole thing of being respectful to your fellow role players. We've had issues with people getting upset at DMs or moderators for no reason. And you have to realize that some of us work a full-time job and we put our money into this project for you guys. Of course, you guys put money into the project technically by commissioning avatars, but you can find a free avatar and go into it. All like the Inquisitor model that I was using for a while for Victor was free. It was made by Stormsharp. I was using that for so long. Iron Pancake has a bunch of free avatars that they use.
I have never commissioned something once.
Yeah.
I work with handouts and handouts alone.
But we ask that you respect, the words of DMs or even moderators. If a moderator tells you, don't do this, respect it. Don't argue with them, and don't cause an issue. We put so much time and effort into this project for you guys to have your fun. For free, realistically. So respect our time as well. No! No more talking, because I'm getting sick of talking. It's going to kill my throat after a while. We're going to go have some fun and go use some roleplay into understanding stuff. Just to create some things. So, you guys have a nice little break. If you use the bathroom and get water, I get water. You're going to be talking a lot. Yes. My helpers / DMs.
Oh, I'm so lazy. I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. Oh, I'm drowned. Oh, hello.
I just need to kill like 3 goblins.
Oh, fuck my leg.
Give you this.
Yo. So, I feel like one of your friends jumping out.
I just need to, there's like some rock
What?
down at the bottom of the hill. I just like
So,
it's all good.
when it comes to too many voices, I cannot hear you. Let's walk outside.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, why we don't run XP.
Okay, so found that.
Sorry,
So
that's enough.
double checked with Nick. So this map was initially for Ascension Academy. I know. They're being uploaded as public. So, and they're free to use for RPs. Now, obviously, since these maps are already going to be used for Aether, we can look through them to see how well they would fit for things on Far Lawns End. I more or less remember this map from the time I watched Ascension, so... I favorited it. I favorited the map, so I can... It's good, don't worry.
I'm throwing you into the pool, come here.
Oh fuck. Give me a moment. RP dragged.
Yeah! Get him in the water! Get him, Ava, get him!
Throw
Throw him in the water! Throw him in the water! Throw him in the water!
I'm sorry, every time I see this carriage, I'm just like, this fucking adorable. Holy crap. Anyways.
There are crocs in the water.
Oh no, you made him a crocodile.
Oh. Hamburgers.
I want to be careful. They do want us in medium avatars.
Yeah. Where did you get a burger and a drink from?
From
bar.
the bar, yeah.
Oh, I see now.
Goodness, this map brings so many memories.
Like a certainly small. I'm just gonna see the gamer on the far edge of the metaverse.
Oh goodness.
That's crazy.
Look at this. Damn, that's crazy. Hammer. Rolling.
Oh.
With a 9.
It's the hammer lady.
With a 9. Your L4 and L3 vertebrae are disintegrated by the hammer.
Specific. Dude, I literally DM'd a game where I used what was called used brutality rules, where if you get shot in the stomach with a cannon, you instantly die, instantaneously. If it hit you, you fucking die. There is literally there's literally a rolling table that we developed that literally determined how unidentifiable your corpse was, and if you hit above it, it was physically impossible for anyone to revive you because they couldn't find your corpse.
Hello, lads.
Oh my god, that's so hot. Where lightning damage causes you aphasia. Literally, your character for like the next 2 days will literally have muscle spasms because they got hit with a fucking lightning bolt.
I counter
And so
your
it gives them disadvantage
judgment
because they
with
have
this.
aphasia.
It's loud over there. Anyways, you're hot. You should totally give me a kiss.
Should I?
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it vaporized.
Vaporized.
Hold on,
it's like
one
almost
and like
eight.
after, like at
real
the
quick.
end, the people that survive proceed to be the characters you play.
Yes.
I love you, Aaron. No.
I'm mad at you.
Why?
Listen up. Bell, jingle, jingle, jingle.
Pleasure to meet you.
Keys are jingling. Keys are jingling.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Demand all presents.
Backup drink.
My tibia.
So,
Hurt myself.
if I don't die, there we go.
That's not the fucking skill.
If you are one of my veteran roleplayers, if you consider yourself a veteran and you want to volunteer to do a little NPC work to give the players a bit of, you know, the people who are gonna be players, come stand over here by me. If you wanna give the players some fun.
Veterans.
not veteran,
Not
but
too
I'd
many.
just
Not
rather
too
do-
many.
Does it
Oh.
count as
I'd
if you're
rather
a
do
veteran but
NPC
just
stuff
not
than
of Aether RP?
I'll be over here. You got a lot of.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I guess I'll
11,
be
12, 13, 14,
game
15.
for-
Yeah, you can come over here.
There's already kind of a lot of.
We have 6 over here.
Actually,
one more.
This project.
D&D, text-based,
1,
voice-based,
2,
whatever.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I'm mostly here to vibe.
We have 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I want one you to go over there so it's
Oh,
even.
7, actually.
Who wants to be a player?
Yeah, I can go
Oh,
over
wait.
there.
Okay, there we go. Actually,
Cool.
Oh man.
you come in. Actually, no, you stay there. Go back. I lied. All right. Yeah, choose. My volunteers.
Dude, fucking straight
Come with
edged me,
me.
bro. I don't even know what the fuck's happening.
Volunteers,
Go
volunteers,
that way.
volunteers.
If the rest of you go up a channel, everyone else go up one channel. Go up. That's all the player
Okay.
characters. Go up a channel.
Shoo, get up
Get your goofy ass up a channel.
Get up a channel.
Go. Go up your channel.
Stop falling.
Hey,
What are dog doing? What's the dog doing? What the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
What the dog
doing? It's so okay.
That's not happening.
What a dragon doing? You know, how is the dragon doing? God damn!
Look at this tiny dog. It's
You would technically
No!
We're doing violence. I love violence.
Hell yeah.
My character
I'm
literally
so
lived
socially
violence for 1500
That's
years.
illegal.
For an island, but she's like basically 25 years old.
By the way, hello, it's hammer time.
Bonk! Listen, the
Bonk.
guild of the hammer needs to be a thing. I need to make a guild of people who only wield hammers. We're all heavy armor wearers.
Hey, did I ever show you this facial expression that I have for Junebug? For this?
Oh.
You got a kissy face.
No! Too young, too innocent, no kisses.
Got that dog in him.
He's not young! He is... I
heard you got that
refuse
dog
to
in
make
you.
any
The dog
decision
question.
young. He's just short and looks
I got that goat, man.
I'm a goat lady. Even if it's the same frame rate.
I got that,
Which technically means I'm really good at scaling mountains.
I got that red
I
in me.
never noticed
so much
the
magic.
change
Is
from
Matt
using
it's
it.
red or is Matt that fucking what is this?
Math
Melanin?
is
That's crazy.
In my opinion, math is red.
I don't see you.
The problem
with that.
Math was green for me.
Old hardware. Math was green?
Math
Yeah, math was green.
because it
English
gave me
was
nothing but
yellow.
science.
Science.
Like, I
Well,
can
in middle
sometimes
school,
see it
science
on,
was
like,
green. Math was purple. English
I can
was
see
yellow. So it was all weird.
because
Bro,
math was red for me.
really hard.
I went to
English was
James
blue.
High School and middle
Because it
school.
has to
What are those
anti-alias
colors
for
you
3
Americans
things.
talk about?
So 4 times it's doing the
We're talking
silver
about
colors
folders.
things.
We're just talking about folders.
Times anti-alias.
Yeah, so
you put
when you go to school, you put your stuff in the folder, and like each class, you have a different folder for each class. You have, like,
Okay,
6 of
okay,
them.
I never used those folders, not even once. I still have those folders to this day. Nothing in them.
I'm sure those things are like remused and like remarketed as like a I don't know, some sort of plushie.
Meeting a character yet.
Probably.
Because this is all non-canon. Our characters aren't.
How you doing,
actually here, they're all
Thanatos?
doing their own
Me?
things for their
I am
final
absolutely fantastic, as you can see. I have come to this workshop and I'm going to fuck shit up.
That's not what happened.
I'm going to fuck shit up as well with my one arm.
Not just absolutely.
I like your avatar. It's really
Don't
cool.
worry, I will make you
Thank you.
lose.
Appreciate that. Hey, you know what?
God.
Eat this, bruh. Eat this.
Could be just
Oh,
chilling somewhere in
goodness.
space in a star.
I'm dead.
I have a cannon in my arm.
Whoa. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you the story. I don't want to spoil a gun here though. For who
Got a whole
cares?
crate of them.
Motherfucker found a
Probably
whole crate
won't,
that just had
but-
2 Leningrad.
Can I get
Hang on, where'd you find these? Check it out.
I don't think you're supposed to swap it.
So I'm dealing with my social anxiety by looking at people's hot avatars. We're staring at you.
Oh,
Your
no,
avatar's hot.
Thanatos, what avatar?
Hey, look,
Yes.
another hot avatar.
Wait, let me get up for
Yeah.
this. Let me get up for this.
Thanatos, you're getting executed.
Give me a moment, I'm sleeping.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, I'm done.
Hold on. I got this. You may be a goat, but I'm not afraid to climb you.
Yo, that was
Hello, player
That's
characters.
good. That's good. That's good as fuck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. Sorry, I was reading a message really quick. You are all
Hello, son.
player characters. I'm gonna give you a bit of background here.
The hell?
This is a military establishment, as you can
Oh,
probably
wait.
tell. So,
Oh, that's where we have the guns.
some of you will see
Yeah,
the
should be.
um.
Oh, you can't see.
Yeah, you guys will definitely be able to figure out some of the context here, but you guys are here just to simply allow people to come in from the desert, from middle of nowhere, and drink water and get food at the your lovely little bar there in the middle. That's it. Nothing bad will happen. However, I do recommend be ready for there might be a bit of combat sprinkled in. Only a bit. I'm not going to do too much because this is roleplay, not combat workshop. It's going to be more RP oriented. However, there will be combat if you guys mess up. Let's say stuff like that. I am your officer. If you have questions or concerns, you come to me. I will be. Yeah, sure, I'll be using Victor. Why not? So that way you know. Go ahead and let go. I want to test. Can you see me moving it?
No.
No.
Okay. So this is
Moving what?
Weird bug.
yeah.
Yo,
So
that's just decent as
Like
fuck.
no one can see my hamburger right now.
yeah. So like some people hold, like can anyone
I
see?
don't even see a
I wouldn't.
hamburger.
I wouldn't risk using the props. Also because these props are a bit
Oh,
wonky. I can
bit
give
wonky.
you
Yeah, they're a bit wonky because this is an
character with a
old
weapon if you like to
map.
try
This
to
was
make
like
fun of RP characters.
2020, right? And obviously with these you can do this, and we don't want that.
2020 is old. Makes
Oh,
me
no,
fucking.
that's a bit-
physically
It makes me
pain.
feel old as well. I know 2020 does not feel
Right,
old,
God.
but
Oh my god.
4 years.
It was 4
So-
years ago.
the one thing we will be using one world prop, a few world things on here. That is the bell. That's a global sound. If you hear that, that's a civilian probably needing
If
medical
you just want
treatment.
something,
I
you
need some people to be
like, a
healers.
weapon
If you want
or
to be healers, come over
something, you
here.
can use this one if you like.
Gonna be one of my healers. I need at least 2 or 3. Just because you're a healer doesn't mean you can't do combat.
I can do it.
So, there we go. You are yeah. There we go. These 4 right here.
Can do
Put in
shit.
your name. Just put in your name.
Oh.
Healer.
Can do
I
shit.
let my DMs know this. So
Yo, I can't do shit. Bro, I'm just here.
I'm just. I just have fist. I go fucking punch.
Damn, bro. We can turn full roadman on people and just rob them, run them for their fucking shoes and
Yeah.
shit.
healing them aggressively.
Oi, mate, what ends you from?
What is going on? You're
Fucking roll up on an electric scooter.
Fine,
Yo, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck are you going? Going at? You wanna go to Hogwarts
Hey,
or
yo,
something?
school's in session, kiddos.
There we go.
School's in session.
That works.
brothers.
Why is it?
Because of Hogwarts, fuck 'em both.
I am pinned here.
I don't know why that would happen.
Yes, you're correct. That was the alarm. That was me signaling the alarm for my DMs and you guys. For it, what's going to be happening? These two gates right here are where people are going to be coming from. Not over there, on the blue, because there's already guards over there. So you guys are prioritizing on here.
In the red.
You guys obviously need to make sure that they're not going to come in and, you know, try to steal anything per chance. We do have DMs, so they're going to be rolling for stealth, obviously. And if you do have an injured, you can escort them to the tent and click that bell. Click it once, be respectful, don't spam it. And then obviously medical staff, if you hear that,
Big
that's when
thing.
you need to go and report to it.
Hands for
The
menu,
healing, I'm probably going to make a
settings,
bit more complicated. It's not going to be
under
just a single
IK,
roll, so you guys
you
need to go
need to
through and
turn
do a
on
little,
full body
you know,
locomotion
little
animation.
medical. So if they've got like
So
a
you
little
walk
broken
around.
leg, you're going to have to like set the leg and treat it and stuff like that. Simply put.
That's an important thing for RP.
So,
That's not how you set a leg. Don't do that.
Yo, where's the part
Yes.
where we yelled gate runner and we fucking put up the
fucking
barricade and they
scam.
fucking drive their sedan into it?
I mean, if you guys have ranged weapons, don't be afraid to pop them out. Like actually on a model. If you see someone making a run,
Unless they have that disabled
yes,
for some reason on the whole
you can
avatar,
actually.
which
If
you don't need
people
to
do break the rules, this is military. You could realistically shoot them. Now, you know, things happen. Now remember the civilians. And remember, if you mess up, there are consequences. There are always gonna be consequences. You know, your leaders may come to you and be like, "Hey, you guys killed too many people." So forth. So, I'm gonna have
I have it on. It's just.
Yumi and
technically turn it
Intrepid, come
off
here.
in the avatar settings in like Unity as
These are
well.
your two captains right
the
here.
avatar
I'm your
creator
commander.
did that,
These are your two captains. Obviously,
Yeah.
one of you are going to be at each gate.
give
You're all
me,
going to pick your
um,
team. One gate there, one gate there. And we're just gonna have fun. Remember, this is improv mainly as well. So, listen to your captains, and then obviously listen to your commander, and respect your medical staff because they could be quite mean. So, obviously, if you're not up for combat roleplay during this, if there is combat, all you need to do during it, the healing zone is going to be a safe place. If you are really just not in the mood for combat, or you need to take a second because something's happening, go in there or respawn. Just so I know, if anyone doesn't want to do combat, come to me just so I can get that reference of who doesn't want to do combat. There's no issue with this.
Yeah, no judgment.
Okay, Calvin, Rowan, obviously you two. Actually, what I might do with you two, if you two are fine with it, was swapping it with the medical people. If that's okay with you two, is that no issue with you?
Hello, Captain. Hello.
That's perfectly fine. You can either go invisible or just be on observation. Anything with you specifically? I will just give you. Yeah, okay. I will hand out a invisible avatar. That is. We have lovely avatars that are made specifically for going invisible. Let me go and find it. Let me turn my cloning on. There we go. You can go ahead and clone me. This is a completely invisible avatar. There's nothing fancy on it. So,
Oh, they just won't.
there you are.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. If you have any questions, you know, obviously, just ask me. No. All right, you guys, kind of start somewhat getting your cards up, going and you know, talk with each other like your cards are up and have fun. There you go, green. Well, make sure to get your teams together. You know, you can't just go there by yourself. Damn, main character.
I do everyone.
Kill them all.
What is the problem, Green?
Falcon punch.
How many people? How many people are?
We have.
We have so 3 people can go. So.
3 and 3?
Be taking the red gate.
Wait, are we taking? Are you taking? Are you taking? Are we taking healers with us, or the healers staying back?
I don't know how many healers do we have. Technically, we can have 2 other healers on each.
You could have 1 healer per gate and then 2 in the tents, but if anything, we can always leave them in the tent if we do not feel it necessary.
So then it's 3 groups: the healers, us, and back.
Healers.
Gate 2. I think they need to stay in.
We are looking to potentially have 1 of you each at the gate and then 2 of you in the tent. Would you be okay with this? You will be under the protection of our guards.
I am okay.
You do not have to agree to this if you are not willing to do so.
It's getting in my ears.
We would never force you. But if you would like to volunteer to stand at the gates in case medical attention is more immediate, we would be very grateful.
I don't mind going to the gate.
Very well. We appreciate you. Please stand over here.
If neither of you will go, I will go.
Well,
I think I have to stay on the middle tent. I work.
You're gonna need someone there, so
Everything
you
is
can go.
dry.
Very well. Please, take your stations. You will come with us.
Understood.
We have 2 healers.
I now hate cold.
And dusty stuff.
I hate sand. That's gross.
I will take volunteers for the
would
red
you?
gate.
Glad they
It's
agree
like
with
all my
Stand
it's
by
like all my
me.
toes.
I need
in
2
my
more.
ears,
1
too.
more. Very well.
Mm.
Which
And what
healer would
healing?
like to join me at the red gate?
I will leave it up to you.
Sound is gross. It's always
I'll go to the red
hot.
gate.
Gets everywhere.
Very well. Commander, you have the rest.
Hey, you. Bird skills.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Other sand.
Agreed. Take your stations.
Alrighty.
Aye.
Off to the gate we go.
Healer, you may stay back as much as you need. Do not feel that you need to rush out, and if you do, we will protect you.
Yeah. Alright.
Soldier, what is your name?
Oh, my name's Crimron. And yours?
I am Paladin Phelan. Grimran, you will be the one who answers for me.
Very well.
Soldier, your name?
Alistair.
Alistair, you will assist Grimran when he approaches anyone who approaches the gate. If you need anything, if anything goes wrong, you may bring me out. I will stay by the gate and observe. Should I need to intervene, I will. But I trust each of you.
All right.
Understood.
If all goes well, we will be done with this before sundown.
I sure hope so. Pretty hot today.
I mean, it is a desert. Of all the places we could have ended up.
So much sand everywhere. I haven't been to a desert in ages.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to a desert too. Reminds me of my old friend's
This-
homeland.
The sand always gets stuck in my hooves. It takes forever to get out.
Yeah. Usually having to have to knock the dust off my boots for a little while too, especially when I'm in a deserty place like this.
Especially when it gets in my armor. You know, I coat this every night in oil to prevent it from rusting, and here it is. Sand, the one thing that will stick to it.
Yeah. It's a little bit everywhere.
Sorry I'm late, Captain.
It is no problem.
Take it.
Take your station.
Understood.
You may take a tower if you feel, or if you are not a ranged member, you may take your stance here. Center. Our friend
Understood.
Grimran here will be answering for me. If anything goes wrong, you may bring me out.
Understood. Of course, I'm gonna be here with my boy.
I'm the designated healer over here.
Good. I would expect nothing less. And to pick a desert of all places too. I'm in my element.
It has been long since I've been to the desert. Not my first pick.
Yeah, nice and warm for me.
The sand, it gets in my hooves, it gets in my horns, it gets in my armor, and it's arduous to take out.
Fair enough. But with the right spell, it'd be easy enough to clean. So, what looks like is going to be coming our way? Do we have any idea?
Well,
as far as we are aware,
sand.
civilians. Hopefully it stays up.
Understood.
We injured need water at the oasis, but we are still to be on our guard. We have no idea what awaits us out here. There are a lot of unknowns, but I have faith in this guard.
Understood.
We will take care of this.
To let you know what I'm capable of, I'm more of a caster. I'm a bard by magical trade. Know how to use a sword, but I'm better with spells.
Very well. Would you prefer to take a station in the tower, so that you may use your spells from an elevated position?
I'm good here. Besides, I want to be with my son.
Very well.
But I will take it knowing that I can take it. Or I'll take it at a time. Spells are a little better close range.
Remember, these are civilians, for the most part. We must treat them with respect. Treat them with care.
Aye, aye.
Well, so if you greeting the civilians, might as well not walk up
Just
to them
another day at the
armed
Glass
to the
City,
teeth.
eh? We got people coming in, gotta look
It
after
is
them.
still a military installation.
Yeah.
So at the very moment, at least having a weapon
not too
on
many
your
that were
person
hurt.
is advisable.
Well,
but
if they are,
do not make
I know
it your
I
entire
know you'll handle it no
personality.
problem. And if you ever need
Let
it,
them know
I'm
that
always
they are
happy to give a
welcome
bardic
here,
burst.
but do not take that for an ignorance. Where I come from, people dressed as civilians in order to hide in a crowd and would attack. A detestable tactic, but an effective one. Treat them with care, but stay vigilant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know that feeling. One moment you think you're helping a ship in need, and next thing you know, it turns out it's a bunch of pirates trying to capture your gold.
It happens to more people than they think.
I'll be right back, Mama.
I do hope
I'll
the
keep
other
my
gate
shield
is
handy.
having a prosperous
take it
time.
easy.
This gate is very
I should probably like take a.
Player characters. When the bell rings. When the bell rings, cards are up.
Cards are up. We were kind of out of character for right now, but when the bell rings, we're all in character.
Understood. Good thing I grabbed my crossbow.
Hey, Junebug, want to come up here so we can get a bird's eye view together?
Alright, question. Can everyone see the crossbow in my hand, or is it the desync issue?
I saw that.
I can see it, but it may be unreliable for the others.
I would
Yeah,
just...
there's a little bit of a desync issue I've seen.
Yeah, I would just take an avatar with a...
As we can spend a bit of time role playing, getting into character, and then when cards up, we're just naturally in character.
Oh shoot, my drink was spilling everywhere. Oh no, that's not too much of a mess.
One little small thing I'm gonna say. For my two captains, both of you have a sending stone, which allows you to talk in here. Only those two are allowed to converse in this channel. Everyone can hear it, but only those two can talk, to avoid too much clutter.
Makes sense.
Do try to avoid it. Obviously, don't break people's immersions, but If it's necessary, you two can talk in character through this channel. But you can always just run to each other, because that's more fun. Who likes, who cares about that stuff?
Well, we're not in character yet.
Alright, I am the same person, but I just changed my clothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Okay.
good, so that can even reach. So that can reach Crimeron.
Alright, this works.
Jeez.
Jesus.
You might wanna aim a little higher.
Oh, in character. Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. The sand. It's in my nose.
It's not
Ma'am, I recommend wearing a mask like myself.
It can be enjoyable.
Can be easier.
I will take that into advisement the next time I'm sent out here with notice. It is not often that I am sent here without notice.
Oh.
Half a week in advance.
Goodness.
Well, I guess it's kind of hard to find people who wanna volunteer to help guard a desert spot.
It was less of a volunteering and more of a voluntelling, if you understand.
Oh yeah, I'm
To be
familiar
fair,
with that.
I kind of do this stuff on the daily. Usually it's just more so.
I told the prophet that I wanted to live out the holy principles, but not like this. Standing at attention at a gate in the middle of the desert. It's
not so bad.
Could be worse.
Just think of it this way: if nothing happens, then you did a good job, and if something does happen, you do it well. Oh, well spent.
This is true.
Time well spent.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy helping those in need. It is one of the founding principles of my faith, but standing at the gate for hours.
You're one of faith, are you? I'm curious. What kind of faith?
I am a worshipper of the light. Where I come from, it is our creation myth. We are all born of the light. Our magic, our arcane, it comes from the light. And we are taught to protect those who are less fortunate, those who cannot defend themselves. We are protectors of those who stand with us. And we are a sworn enemy of darkness.
Nice. I myself have a bit of holy capabilities as well, so.
Well, that's not expected. But you are on my side, so.
Yeah, believe the term is champion of the sun, as the sun itself kind of knocked on my head and said, "You did a good job. Here you go."
Commander, welcome to the gate.
Thank you.
Nope.
It is all quiet here. Nothing yet.
Good. Keeps our job nice and easy.
Was it your choice to come out here, Commander? Or were you
Why is
told
it-
like the rest of us?
Why would it be my choice to come to the middle of a desert? You know, but would it be your first choice to come here?
No, not at all.
Exactly. Sometimes orders come down to you and you have to listen to them. But not a hero there.
It was
Obviously,
less
just keep it
volunteering and more
simple.
voluntelling, huh?
Yes. Try not to kill people who don't need to be killed. They're all civilians. You know, if some of them look a bit suspicious, they have to wear their head covers to avoid the heat. We all know that. But if
course.
anyone makes a run for it, try to detain them first. And if they have weapons, just shoot them. It's not just.
Very well. You heard the commander. Do not attack unless attacked. Treat them all with respect. These are civilians.
Understood,
They are
ma'am.
not combatants. De-escalation is our primary tool today.
Yeah.
We are not here to engage them like an opposing army. Let us try to be cordial, even when they are not.
Yeah, gotcha.
and hope that one day they will do the same for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Treat others as you would be treated yourself. Even if they can be a handful of trouble.
Also, I figured us being in this, we're out of the direct sunlight, so that's why I wanted us up here.
That's smart.
The sand is everywhere. My hooves and my armor. It's just.
Do we know if those are ours? Scouting around the watering hole?
They may have come through the green gate. I can
What are we,
always
the red
check.
gate?
Looks to be.
We are red gate, yes.
Man, pick the best color too. Man, just looks on my side.
I can check in with the commander at the other gate, but
Someone on the horizon.
Oh, I see them.
approaching
I
guest.
see them.
Remember,
Well, I'll be sure to greet them.
these are guests, and we are guests in this land. Treat them with kindness. Let's try not to get into any trouble today, huh?
It's like, kill them with kindness. It's like, yeah, and then there's the cheeky jackass that names their sword kindness.
Hearts and minds is something they used to tell me. Hearts and minds.
That's a good one.
I'm pretty sure they're probably here because of the pilgrimage.
it is an
Some people are
antiquated town.
traveling through for that.
Probably.
Something's off. They're not coming straight here.
They look to be
What do you
kneeling
see?
over. I think they are coughing.
They're looking around.
What shall we
Should I
do?
go
Do
investigate?
Shall
they
we
look
wait?
like they are scouting us?
I don't know.
Doesn't look. Oh, second person coming. Second person.
Maybe they were just waiting.
They
on their
may
friend.
be dropping things or setting to rest. Let us not assume quite yet. We don't want to assume the enemy is at our door before we've even met them. Besides,
Of course.
Nothing wrong with stating what we see.
of course, and I appreciate your input. We do not know the entire customs of this land. At least I do not. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. And if I am wrong, they will meet a blade.
Or in your case, a hammer.
A blade, a hammer. It does the job. In any case, be ready with your weapons if you need to. But do not
I think the
threaten
one-
them.
I see a blade on the hip of the one on the path. I think.
If you see a blade, be ready. We do not allow weapons in this oasis. The commander has his orders.
Well, assumedly we can carry ours, but
They are also not to breach this perimeter without our say-so. If we do not let them in, they are not coming in.
hey, Cram, what do you think? Should we get up there and meet them up there? I don't know what the heck's going on, but it looks like they know each other or something's going on. Oh, one's coming.
One of them seems
We
to be
must
crouching
hold the
over a
gate,
lot.
unfortunately. I cannot have you
Yeah.
leaving your positions.
Okay.
They will approach us, or they won't.
Well,
It appears we are being approached.
My guards, listen up. I was just informed that there are bandits and other people trying to make their way in here who are not supposed to be here. Make sure to question them. Make sure they have no weapons on them. Search them. Don't just let anyone in here for no reason.
From the
From now
guards
on.
here, it's hard to see what immediately approaches you. The most you get out are hints of cloth and metal shining on the sunlight.
We have reports of bandits in the area. No weapons are allowed in. Question everyone. Stay on your guard.
If anybody tries to get around us, we're back.
Alright, well, I'll greet our new friend coming up here.
Protect your friend.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello. Well, Welcome to the Oasis. If you wouldn't mind, we do have to confiscate some of your weapons if you're coming in with those. It's just our customs, unfortunately.
I am not lingering long, merely passing through on my way east.
15.
Such a brief stay would not warrant me to remove my weaponry.
Battle priest. It's common
Very
for
well.
them in religion to keep their weapons with them.
Commander, do you think I should probably escort them through if they are going to be having their weapons and are just going to be in and out?
Tell me, where are you traveling to?
I come from my brothers of the Sun of the West. I am making one of my many pilgrimages to my brothers of the East. I do not plan to stay long.
Do you intend to stay at all, or do you intend to use Osmilia's passage? If you use Osmilia's passage, one of my guards can escort you to the next gate. But we cannot allow weapons inside. Even though I understand, religiously you must keep yours. If you need to travel through, we can simply escort you.
This oasis, is it merely for military purposes? Or have I heard it's for other types as well?
Currently, we are a military installation. We are simply here to protect the land. Will you be staying with us, or do you require escort, my friend?
Oh, not. Perhaps I shall simply pass on. If you had
If you wish to
emergency,
simply
perhaps
pass.
I would ask for water, but if that is not the case, I will not waste any more of your time. And carry on.
We can provide
Like
you
a
with
few of your
water as
men.
well.
Then perhaps I would ask for that as well, but regardless, I am simply making my way through. If I
We can have
could
one of our guards escort you, get you water, and move you on your way, if that is amenable to you.
A perfect stance I can take. I find it perfectly agreeable.
Very well. Grimron, please escort our guest to get water and make sure he is on his way.
Very well.
You may pass
Right
through.
this way.
Please keep your weapon sheathed, my friend. May the light guide you.
Finally.
Oh god, it's an old person.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'll escort you over to the Oasis over here. You should have some water available.
Greetings, sir. What brings you to us today?
I'm a trader. I've traveled these roads for years. I remember when this outpost was made. I'm here for trade and resupply.
A very
You need my
honorable proof of
weapons?
you, Elder.
You need my weapons, right? My traveling dagger. Take it, I don't care who.
We will make sure that it is kept safe, and we will keep it for you. It will be returned
Good.
to you when you leave.
Good.
In better condition than you found it.
I appreciate that. Sorry for my anger. It's hot as balls out here, and that guy was taking fucking forever.
Over here.
Please, I understand your need to exit the heat. Please, if that is all of your weapons, you may make your way inside, my friend.
Merchant next. And I'm pretty sure
All
that's
right.
in the wine next.
Let him through.
Whatever they're doing.
Would you like help, sir?
Well, they
No,
were
no,
both
it's fine.
injured and they took him to the tents.
As the man is
Are you
walking, a stone will hit the side of the crate. A black and silvery substance will slowly start to leak out within 18. Those who are guards and have the trained eye will realize that it is black silver, one of the most illegal and hallucinogenic drugs there is out there.
What the fuck is that?
Sir,
I think those are...
Not getting in here.
Who the
Sir,
fuck
please.
rigged my crates? What the fuck's this black shit?
No, don't
Please,
touch it, don't
sir,
touch it.
step back. Please step back, sir.
Don't.
Rolling.
Do not
That is
touch
very-
the crate.
With a natural 1, the man, even upon making contact with the drug, starts to see things that he usually would not. He starts having a hallucinogenic trip.
Sir, are you okay? Can you hear us? Sir? Healer.
Is everything okay down there?
Keep an eye on the gate.
Understood.
Sir,
It's fucking beautiful. I've never seen anything so beautiful in my fucking life. Oh my fucking god.
Sir, please step away from the crate.
Oh my fucking god.
Healer, this man has ingested the hallucinogenic drug inside of his crate. Please see to him and take him to our medical tent. Sir?
What are you...
Sir?
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Sir, we're going to help you.
Demons!
Sir, please. Sir,
No.
please. Please, sir.
Come on.
15, the man tries to thrash out of your grip, but with a 9, he is not able to break from you as you're able to pull him towards where you take him.
Where's the medical hut? Where's the medical
It
hut?
is over
Oh,
here.
goodness.
past the green tent. Follow Shinobi. Healer, go with them.
Alright, I will respawn.
Guard. Move this crate out of the road. I will handle our guest. Greetings. Welcome to the Oasis. How may I help you?
I come from the neighboring city to Watcher for the Sinclair noble family for their celebration in the evening.
You wish to enter and you wish to travel through, my friend?
I wish to collect water and return out the same gate I'm entering.
I understand. And do you have any weapons upon your person at this time?
No, I do not. They do not give me such things.
Very well. And what was the celebration that you were going for?
The Sinclair noble family of the neighboring town. It is the 3rd anniversary of their upbringing.
Very well. Please, make your way inside. We ask that you keep yourself calm and amenable to the other guests.
Very well.
Light guide you, my friend. Please be careful. Water. Oh, there is local livestock here. Go on. Go inside, my friend. There is water for
Must
you,
have
my
gotten
friend.
away from the quartermaster.
There it goes. I am going to contact the commander at the other gate. We shall see what happens.
Captain, what is the status at your gate? How are things going?
Currently, a lot of nothing for the time being.
We have had a couple of guests enter through our gate, one of which was carrying heavy contraband. We are not entirely sure if it was his or if it was planted on him as some sort of mule for carrying it, but we have confiscated it nonetheless.
Are you in need of assistance? Or do you have it under control?
We have this gate under control.
All right. If that is the case, we shall start doing pat-downs before letting people in.
Agreed. We might be benefiting from having multiple guards on the inside, making sure that the guests stay amenable and nobody has snuck past us with a weapon. Maybe one guard from each gate or one guard from your gate if you have the manpower to spare.
Agreed. I think one of our guards has already run off and to take care of it.
Very well. Please keep me updated if anything happens.
All right.
The other gate is quiet. Seems that we are the ones that had the fun today.
For now.
Have you found everything that you needed?
Yes.
Very well. Please, be on your way. May the light guide you.
Take it easy, She. Don't knock
And keep yourself safe.
I do not know who that is.
Oh. Must be getting...
Strange beings in this land. How is our friend?
Subdued. And then the doctors subdued him and they'll be tending to him.
We have confiscated the contraband that is being taken care of.
Oh, by the way.
How
I
go
never got
things
your
at the
name.
Oasis? Anybody? I am Phelan. Captain Phelan.
Phelan? Julian Cinderquill. Lovely to meet you.
And you too. This is
things were-
not my first assignment. Not my first choice. That being.
It's alright.
But it is what it is.
Better to be in a place that, you know, the environment's manageable rather than, you know, caught in a blizzard or something.
Speaking of which, when you traveled, did you see Crimron? The other guard?
He was back at the medical. Yeah, he was back at the medical bay. You want me to?
Was he with the religious guest that entered?
Yes, they both went into. They were both in the medical tent.
I see. Until he has fulfilled his duty and the others have been escorted out, I do not believe that we can spare him.
Yeah.
One of our guests is a religious sort and carries their weapon with them as a sign of their faith. I was not willing to allow them to leave without their weapon and to disrespect their faith.
It would have been a bigger hassle to try to get their weapon away from them, or to make them go all the way around our encampment. Besides,
especially the friend that had an unfortunate accident here.
Plus, Crimron's strong. I have no doubt that if he tried anything, Crimron would be able to hold his own, if not completely subdue him.
He seems to be the strong sort. I have no problem with that.
He's a husband, of course. He's gonna
Don't
be
cause
strong.
us problems. I don't see a reason. I have never married myself, but most married men and women that I've met, they were always very strong.
Because we have
Love is a different thing.
Because we have to protect in the form of someone. I married myself and have many kids. Adopted, but still. I'd do anything to keep them safe.
You have an honorable heart, my friend. You have my respect.
Many people say I have too big a heart. Gets me into trouble.
You do have too big of a heart.
I would recommend you to be careful, friend. Out in the deserts, heart can be dangerous.
Do you see something?
No, ma'am, I do not. I was merely pointing out the man's big heart.
I've got like... Hold on.
A strong heart leads to a stalwart soul, my friend. It is not a bad thing to care and have love in your heart. We are taught this. You are an honorable man. I have respect
try.
for you.
I know you. Seven kids actively at home, 3 of them.
It appears our friend is either been discharged or got out.
Well, you know it's screaming to the high heavens, so I assume
Well, he's almost in earshot. I'm sure if he starts screaming, we'll hear it. But just be careful.
People cross.
In the
Pardon?
distance.
Hello, old friend. How do you feel?
Apologies. My head is slightly pounding, but that's about it. It appears as though my supplies have been drugged.
Is it
On my
possible
way.
that you are... What were you carrying beforehand?
Some,
my friend?
as I said, general goods. I had crystals, gemstones, jewelry, and some books. As I said,
I
I'm a
understand.
salesman. So, no idea what the fuck that shit was, but it fucked with my head.
Yeah.
I am glad
it's a
to see
very
you in high spirits and up on your feet.
Are my
very
goods
common,
confiscated, or is it just? Can I return my? Can I get my goods back?
Oh, your goods have been inspected by one of our guards. They were brought to one of the tents to make sure that all of the material that affected you has been removed. We would. It might be a few hours or an hour or so before they can present them back to you. If that is all right.
I see. No, that's fine. But I do need. I am on a strict schedule. I am trying to get to places to sell my wares. So
we will keep updated on it, and we will make sure that you are out of here as soon as possible. But for now,
Good.
please enjoy yourself. Please enjoy the amenities here.
I need to supply.
Maybe they can
supply
stay-
anyways.
They can hang around the supply, so the very moment that they're free to be given back, he can be on his way. Just a thought.
Of course. Would you like to escort our friend to the tent where he has his supplies?
Which one was it? I was busy getting.
It was the
his medical
green
bag.
tent.
Sure. Junebug, you gonna be alright here?
I will be fine.
I will
here.
keep them safe.
Gotcha. All right, bud. Now that I'm not a demon, let's get you.
Do
to-
not
let's get
worry,
you to
little
supplies.
one.
I
You'll
don't
be
know what
fine.
you're talking about.
I'll be okay.
Probably.
You were screaming about a demon or something, and I.
That
was
old
wondering
man
if you were
seems pretty
screaming.
spry. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
To be this old and
Like I
travel the
said.
desert, you have to be strong.
What was that, friend?
To be this old and travel the desert, he must be quite strong man. Yes.
Indeed. Hello.
Though at that age, I would most likely want to retire or
Have
something.
to
Goodness.
report?
I checked all the other tents, but there's nothing around.
I take it the guests that are entering our facilities are cooperating, being amenable.
And then already suspicious. And then the camel licked my ears, and then it felt weird, and I had to wash it off. I hate camels.
Ooh.
Well, get used to them, friend. You're in the desert.
We are in the desert. When in the
Yeah, but
desert,
having
do
them
as
lick
the
your
desert people do.
ears?
Indeedy.
Somebody with ears that.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
How is our friend?
Oh.
Is he alright?
He's all right. Seems to be. There wasn't anybody there at the green tent for all that, so I left him there, and I probably bet he's just gonna wait until the people come to give him back his goods.
Check on him in 15 to 30 minutes. Let's interval it. I don't want... If this old man is a little...
Yeah.
I don't want to
I don't-
end up
Yeah,
letting him get
don't know
away
the-
with our supplies.
No, that's fair.
There are
Oh, we got
people
3 people.
coming.
4.
A large number of people.
Left in
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
Are they armed?
Yes. They have weapons.
Call the other captain.
That is what I am doing. Arm yourselves.
Captain, we have a situation
They are
at our
waving.
gate.
They are waving us down.
It appears we have 4 men who are heavily armed.
Giant worm!
Never mind. 4 men are heavily armed, but there is a giant sandworm attacking them.
Inside, peoples, inside.
Get inside, quick, get inside.
Please, stay.
Let us in!
It's okay. It's fine.
What have you done?
It shouldn't be able to get in. Easy.
Nothing!
I can see sand moving this way. It is coming towards us.
It's a fucking sandworm.
Stay behind us.
At advantage, you would know that sandworms do patrol this area and hunt in these grounds. It is not uncommon, though rarity to see one as big as this one. These travelers are very unlucky indeed.
You are fortunate to be
My friend
alive.
is fucking dead. How fucking dare you?
A man that died out there.
I think the sand is moving away.
You are lucky to be alive in any case. Are any of you injured?
No.
No.
I'm a quick runner.
I am sorry for the loss of your companion, if this is true. Where do you come
Of course
from?
it's true. From the town city just down there. Here's papers and everything, our names, such. Trying to come through, get some water, make our way out. Simple as that.
With the 6, everything in this paper seemed to be in order. Nothing immediately standing out to you as improper or off the ledger. Some worse handwriting that you're used to with government documents, but probably just hastily done when it was getting written up.
Standard procedure then?
The handwriting in this is strange, but...
Yes, handwriting isn't that good.
Mayors, am I right?
Yeah.
Your business here is simply water, is that correct?
Yes, take a quick stop to get some water, then make our way.
And what is your profession, if you do not mind me asking?
Provision?
What do you do for your work, for a living?
Adventurers. Adventurers, caravan. We help move. We move things from point A to point B.
Usually we're...
So currently we're on our way to get there.
You are simply passing through then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we still need to get the water. We've been running for a long time, as you can see.
Do you need me to escort these as well?
Take another with you.
Same thing. Take their weapons.
Choose who you would like.
run 'em through?
If you do not mind, because we typically do not allow weapons on this facility, we typically give them back, but I assume that you would like to keep your weapons on you. If that is the case, you will have to be escorted. Is that alright?
Alright.
Graham, do you want to grab them, or do you want me to grab them?
How would you come
It
with
is
me?
appreciated.
Done deal.
Is everything all right, Lieutenant?
I'll be taking
Everything
Julian
is
with me.
alright.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
if they are
pretty
giving their
urgent over the
weapons, huh?
Waystone.
Oh, okay.
These will be returned to you upon your departure at the gate, in better condition than they were given to us.
Alright.
Complimentary.
So long as you follow our rules and do not harass any of the other guests, you are free to roam as you please.
Of course. Thank you.
Now let's get
Very
some of
much.
that
Of course.
fucking water.
Please. So,
Right
oh
down,
my
right
god.
down the way on the left.
Grimran, see that
Yes.
their weapons are returned to them upon their departure.
Of course.
Fucking
Even though they are
sandworms, though.
adventurers, keep a keen eye. That is... It's so strange, I cannot put my finger on it. The writing in their pamphlets was... I'm not used to it. Maybe it's not necessarily custom. I just expect the handwriting to be a little more proper. But they seemed nice enough, so
Who knows?
I'll keep a watchful eye on them.
Yeah.
Try not to make them feel like they are surveilled, but treat them with kindness.
I will.
And of course, if anything goes wrong,
Bartender trick. Just be nice to them, show them around, and so that way you're hanging out with them. So that way you're not just watching them.
Of course.
Oh, ma'am, may I have a suggestion?
What was that, so?
Well, may I have a suggestion? When it comes to the sandworms, do not shoot at them. If they come close, shoot behind them. They use tremors to move around, locate prey. If we shoot things behind, they will gravitate towards them, move away from us. No need to fight.
A good call. We will do that.
Luckily enough, as a bard, I use sound-based music or sound-based magic. I'll hit the back of that.
What is it?
wall there.
I must refill my water skin.
Please, we can handle it here.
I thought if we get more sandworms, I'll aim a spell for the rock wall, and that should give enough reverberation to send it back that way.
A wise decision. Make it so, in any case.
Yeah. As a bard, a lot of my capabilities are sound-based magics.
That will come in handy with worms like these. We had something similar to this in my homeland, but much bigger, more rows of teeth. I called them razor worms, but I'm sure they had a better name for them. Massive things. World eaters, some people call them.
Jeez. I come from the plane of fire. We get salamanders, greater ones, titans. Like, you think most things made out of fire usually come from my neck of the woods. But,
Once, when we were traveling across a couple of different planes from where I am from, we came across this world. Long stretches of sand were as far as the eye could see. But in the distance, sticking out of the planet, as high as the mountains, piercing the sky, a blade stuck through the planet into the earth.
That sounds terrifying, ma'am.
I'd never seen anything like it. It was as if the gods fought.
surprise me. The farther out in the realms that you travel, all manner of things you can see.
Whatever it was aimed at, it wasn't pretty.
Imagine so.
And you, little one, how are you holding up? Is your water skin still full?
Yep, I'm good.
Very good. And how are you enjoying guard duty?
It's not that bad.
Boring,
Stuff
huh?
I'm pretty used to. It's boring, but I do a lot of healing back at our home, so
Yeah.
not too much.
Very good.
He's our head medic.
A noble profession. Healing others, the sick and the dying, is very admirable where I come from.
Or the poor fuckers that had to run in with Tama, either that or the flying breastplate incident.
A wise
that
thought.
one was strange.
Yeah, it's funny.
Do you see this wanted poster over here? Study these for me. We must ensure that these people never make it through these gates, huh?
Good call. I didn't even notice this was here.
Should any one of these descriptions enter this gate, we will have a bit of a problem.
Well, I guess that's one thing we should do then. Maybe we, for those people, the one had like masks and face guards. You never know, it could have been any one of these guys that came in.
I am sure Crimron will take note if that is the case. But should you want to go over there and use your bard charms, you could always try.
I trust Grimron. If he's there, he's got it handled. I trust him with my life. He's married to one of my.
The commander is here. Look sharp. Put on your light day best.
Light day best. Now that's good.
Commander.
Hello.
Today has been more interesting than we expected. First giant sandworms, and then contraband stuck into a merchant's crates, which we confiscated. Our guests have been quite amenable to us.
Yeah, it's a interesting place. People are gonna do a lot more illegal stuff because they're in the middle of the desert, and also because they want to try to make more money. So keep your eyes out, see what happens. Obviously, you saw the wanted board. I'm hoping make sure that no one is wanted. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Is it within our rights, Commander, to have them to lower their face masks?
Yeah, of course. If they refuse, then you can turn them away, and if they do anything else, you can shoot them. We're the military here.
Very well.
Obviously, the people on the poster board, it doesn't matter if they're dead or alive, doesn't matter. If it's easier, shoot them.
As you say, Commander. You heard the Commander. Anybody with a mask over their face from now on is to be ordered to lower it. We are to see their face.
Cold-hearted, though.
I would prefer to take people alive, but I am no stranger to a fight. So.
Lead Commander, are you there?
Are you looking for me, my friend?
Yes.
How goes your gate?
For the most part, it is safe. Not secured.
Very good.
I was just done escorting a person through. But the people that I had questions about seem to be leaving, so...
That is good. Check all people's faces who enter this camp. If they have masks, we are ordered to lower them. Check the wanted posters that are pinned to both gates. If anybody matching the description attempts to enter, you are to detain them.
I see.
And if, per the commander's orders, if they make it a problem, to directly quote, shoot them. Though I would prefer not to, as you know.
It seems that the other gate is just as boring as this one.
Hey, I'll take it.
I say this, and I feel light forgive me. I am going to... What did they call it? Jinx? I think is the word.
Yeah. No, that's the right one.
Never heard that.
Jinx it. Yeah.
I say these things. Light forgive me. I am going to make this sorry on myself.
You're fine.
Yes, that is one of the forbidden words among Justicars. Boring.
In my land.
Quiet.
Too quiet. Yes.
These words are
Where I
forbidden.
come from, they're usually very loud, you know?
I think maybe after
They make a big fuss of it, a big explosion. It's very, very ostentatious.
The subtlety is killing me.
The ice wine.
Yes.
And how are you up there, friend?
Gonna want the fire wine.
Is your water skin still full? Do you need to refill it?
It's about
you may
half
take your
full,
leave
ma'am.
and refill your water skin if you need.
To be fair,
I'm still good, do not worry.
it's cozy for me.
Very well.
Can imagine everybody of flesh and blood not having so much fun.
Not gonna lie, it feels weird. I'm usually at the green gate, but now I'm forced to wear red.
Not the opposite. I'm glad we're not stationed out in the frozen tundra.
So much sand.
I mean,
Heat.
to be fair, then I'd be handing out fire.
I am not used to this much heat.
Well, as a local mom, I can tell you this.
It's everywhere.
That's a fucking Star Wars reference, anyway.
It's in my hooves, in my horns, in my armor.
Is the heat getting to you? I can help out with it if you'd like.
I would recommend not
getting to me
wearing
yet.
metal.
It takes more than that to stop the Draenei, my friend.
Fair enough, but
it eventually will.
Spells of enduring the elements can help. It'll make the scalding heat less.
2 people,
pounding.
3 people,
Under
4, 5.
Have company.
Running this way.
They are to lower their face masks if they wear them, and we
2
are to
up
match
front,
them
3
against
on
these
the back.
walls.
Are they running
If
away
anyone
from
on
each
those
other?
Posters attempts to enter this facility, they are to be detained, and if they make it to trouble, we are to shoot them. That is the commander's order.
I think the 2 might be running from the tree.
Not one of the bandits, one of the at the other side.
Oh, good.
Maybe a bandit attack.
Well, they did it. I didn't. I just walked into it.
Remember,
Approach
we are guests
slowly.
until we prove otherwise.
Yeah, I got you. Alright, that's enough.
Halt,
Stop
my
there.
friend.
Help! Help! We have 3 injured. We were attacked by bandits.
Did it injured?
Junebug?
Shall I go
You may-
inform the
you may
medical
move
mom?
Closer, but I need you to remove your face mask and show me your face.
Oh no, medicals are here, good.
You must be identified. Please. If you are under attack, come closer.
Nobody from the line. Alright. And,
Are you injured, my friend?
I'm not, but the other 3 there. They are. We ran ahead to see if we could get help. They really need medics.
No.
Do they match the descriptions on the
clean.
posters?
This one was searched, no weapons, and they're not from the wanted posters. Come on in.
Come on.
Oh, good, that man has a blade through him.
They're going to
Healer!
Bring them over.
Stay with. Walk slowly.
Here, let get them checked over first. Get them checked over first because they need immediate medical attention. Yeah,
Please.
Tend to that.
Healer. Healers, please.
Where should we go? My friend's been
One
Come
person.
inside with us.
I'll bring this one to
I must
the
ask for
you
your
take care of
weapons,
that
but
one.
come with
Come
us.
On, come on, I'll bring it over.
I have
Safe.
none.
Our healers will take care of you.
They took everything.
Do you need assistance
clean.
helping your
Research?
friend?
I wasn't searched yet, but...
Wherever our healing tent is, I can assist.
Just searching you for weapons.
Our healing tent is this way. Follow our healers. Take them to the healing tent.
Follow me.
2 are clean, no weapons.
Bandits this close is not good at all.
Bandits, sir.
Not wanted.
Bandits
Doesn't
attack
matter.
them.
We had a incident of
2 are
bandits
clean.
over there as well.
Come on.
Have 1 captured alive, 1 dead.
Go
We'll
with
get you
them.
treated up, friend.
I will hold the gate.
Smaller
They've all been
bandits.
checked.
Hold on, bandits. Hold.
I
Bandits
do
this
not
close is not
understand what
good at
drives
all.
people to such violence. I mean, things always can be bad, but harming people in that way.
It is the desert, ma'am. Not many food, drink, or anything to go around. Some people are desperate.
Where I come from, the fights are grandiose and for honor or for convictions. Here it seems that everything is petty theft or breaking and entering or something mundane. Where is the fighting spirit? Where is the panache in all of it?
There is none in the desert, unfortunately. There's just survival. People need
You're
to
not
live.
wrong. It is strange. It's just strange for me. But nonetheless, I am glad to say that most of our guests have been amenable. They have taken to our rules and laws quite well.
Indeed.
Maybe not so much for the other gate, I feel bad for them, but I try to treat everyone as an equal. And I hope it is paying off. It seems that it is, but you'll never know who's going to come through, you know?
That is true. I'm too very happy that no trouble has been big so far. I hate to lay
I would rather
knives
not
and
resort
arrows.
to violence on the locals. You know?
Well, as a local myself, I would have to say we're used to it. Don't worry. Desert
Used to
a
it,
harsh
but that doesn't mean
place.
that I want to.
That is
This is
fine,
your
man.
home.
Indeed.
I am only a guest here, if anything.
And so far, your people have been
And
a
so I
welcome
deserve
guest.
to give you the respect.
That's why I'm here.
It is appreciated.
Hmm.
I only hope that our friends can get the aid they need and are not damaged.
Hope so too.
How about you, friend? How goes everything for you?
Well enough. There are many different things here. I grew up by the coast.
This is nothing like that, huh?
Even in half plate, I gulp many water skins down a day.
I am in full plate. Imagine how it is for me. Not to disparage you, but I am also much bigger. It is. You have a point. It is a difficult task, this one.
People of the desert need law as much as people of the coast.
I come from a very wooded place. Forest as far as the eye can see, rolling hills. In the winters, they're covered with snow. It's beautiful. Here, I am covered in sand. There is no snow. And the blasted sun wants to kill me. How lovely. But we do our duty here and we can all go home.
I fear I'll have to stay here until the bandits are done.
Really? Do you believe that your
Yes, they
duty is
have.
here?
They have plagued these lands for so long that they have drawn the attention of the Justicars of my church.
I see. Banditry, in my understanding and experience with it, does not always come from a place of malice, but what drives people to such violence? It's sad, unfortunate. Most are doing it because they have no other option. Some do it because that's all they know.
Civilization will give them options, but justice is a prerequisite of civilization.
Precisely. And we can only hope that someday they see the error of their way and turn to the light.
Be aware! Bandits are now attacking from the west side. That is the green point.
Oh, goodness.
We have company.
If you have any civilians on the inside, escort them out quickly through the blue or through the red. If they're in the medical tent, hold them there. I need everyone else at the green to hold them off.
The green gate is under attack. Hold your position. We are to hold
Understood.
this. Let the others handle it. Draw your weapons. We are no longer in a defensive posture. Your guard. Watch these hills. I do not like being boxed into a canyon. We must not abandon this gate. Even if our friends are in danger.
Oh, goodness. I can hear the sounds of the fighting.
I would join the fighting if I could.
Let's hope. There are some strong fighters at the other gate. I'm sure they will not fall.
Bandits. Good. Krimron is doing exactly what I would have told him to do. Report to the other gate. Keep your eyes out. Watch our front flank. We do not want anything to happen to us. No surprises. If bandits want to come, let them. I have a feeling that they are not just attacking one gate.
With only 3 of us here, if they attacked
Archer,
now,
keep
we'd
your
be
eyes
overrun.
open. If you see anything, you let me know.
Yes, I am looking.
Very good.
This is Onyx, the Oni commander. We need people on the green gate. We have injured.
Understood. Hold your positions. We will do what we can to get them to you. But I do not believe that this is a singular attack. I believe we have a fire.
Commander, what is the situation? Do we have injured?
People up above. I can see.
Oh,
Someone
we
was
have
just on the
bandits
rocks.
hills.
Okay. Open your comms, open your sending stone, and let them know that that tent's on fire, and I need at least 1 or 2 people to get that out.
Captain, I need you to send at least 1 or 2 of your people interior to deal with the fire at the red tent.
Rolling.
Understood.
Open, loose, with that bow.
Loose!
With a 10, you can see bandits approach you. Multiple of them, a force moving towards the camp.
6 of them.
Captain, divert your men. We need more men at our gate. The red gate is being assaulted by a bandit attack.
But we can't leave both gates undefended. Be aware of that.
I need one of my men went there.
From above, arrows.
14, the bandits cleave into the guards. The line breaks and breaks as utter chaos starts to happen as the bandits move into the camp.
Grab. Don't flip you off.
Oh, thank you.
You'll not have this.
Fuck.
Cleave them through.
Damn it. Behind.
Take some sand in your eyes.
Take this shit off the map.
Oh, fuck. I don't have a melee weapon. Help.
From the side.
Dance for me, man.
Dueling, the bandits will have a easier time fighting them than they thought once was.
Go on, dance for me, bow boy. Dance for me.
Yeah? How about an arrow? Oh, fuck, he does! Oh, fuck, my bow is ruined. Wasp.
Thank you. Ow, you bitch! You know, I'm going to enjoy this.
You know
Yes,
what?
very much so.
I'm not going to let you enjoy this.
Yeah. No, Dollar. You get to die on your feet like a man. But I won't make it quick. You get bludgeoned to death like a peasant. How does it feel? Now, back on your feet. Listen, I did. A friend of yours?
Fuck you.
Turning you around so that way he can look at you. See, your friend here is half dead. And I have him as a hostage. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna thread the needle. This is probably not a good idea.
I do have a D20 on this model. Or should we ask for a DM?
Incog. DM.
I can roll, 1 sec.
Thank you, Zena.
Let me place roller. Natural 20. Straight in the eye socket.
Oh, fuck. Thank you, sir. Oh, fuck. I'm injured. It is not good to fight with a bow in a melee. Not good at all. Where is my...
I need to go AFK real quick, so I'll be right back.
Time for another EMAS cap, leader.
I had a dagger somewhere.
on me. Now it's good.
At the same time, no less.
You know what? Fuck you!
I think I like those odds personally.
Oh, what I
With
do
an
for
11,
those fucking
you
people.
get a small gash in your arm as it cuts through your armor. But with an 8, that has a state-defined purchase on his leg.
Oh.
Not fast enough.
Are you alright? You can see that he has multiple stab wounds and his head is just bleeding.
I'll try to forgive you. Okay. My friend, you are injured. I will help you. Can you move? Can you walk?
I don't think so. My head dizzy. I've been.
Come on, I've got you.
To the head. Hammer to the head.
I've got you, my friend.
Huh? I'm being good.
Come with me. It is not your day to go to the light, my friend. I will get you to a healer. I've almost got you.
Thank you, Mom.
Just keep yourself awake, my friend.
Thank you.
Keep yourself awake, my friend. Come on, my friend. You will keep yourself awake. My healing magic does not go far.
Alright.
He has been stabbed and beaten multiple times. He is not looking good. He's barely conscious.
Need assistance here.
Bug, you got this.
I must
What do you need help with?
I must go back to the gate.
They've been stabbed in multiple areas and clear bludgeoning damage as well. We need to stop the bleeding first. Is there a DM around?
I don't see a DM around.
I needed that.
Oh, there is a DM here.
There, you there?
We have
I'm
to
here. I have people talking to me here.
Got
So-
you. I'll
Okay.
Junebug.
We are attempting to try and heal this person, multiple stab wounds, clear bludgeoning,
Got it.
and from like taking physical beatings. Starting with the bleeding.
I've done 4 rolls. I've done. First
Alright.
roll was an 18. One of the major stab wounds that he has taken is taken care of effortlessly, as if you trained to do this all your life. Second roll, 17. Another stab wound taken effortlessly, bandaged up. Third roll, 16. The bruising around the gut and injuries around his abdomen have been stitched up and bandaged. And last roll an 18. Everything above a 7 or 16.
Nice. Alright. Alright. Got some coolant pack. I'm good.
As you
Got
were
some
bandaging
coolant
him, you
on.
notice that your supplies are lower than normal. It seems that the bandits that were here and escaped before have stolen some of the supply and got out.
Oh.
No.
We will need to inform the captain.
You may inform the captain, but you also hear a war horn in the distance. Another raid is happening.
Oh no. No, we don't have the supplies.
I can see.
I am going to look around to see if there's anything I can essentially use as makeshift suturing thread and makeshift gauze, things that the
I have
bandits
healing
didn't
magic.
take.
I can heal him.
Mm.
But I don't know how many people